See, the Dexter kill room is up. What does that mean? We got the wax paper down. That means we're going to be epoxying. Now, first of all, I got news. So I'm going to wait a little bit to get a couple more people in here. And as soon as they start commenting, I'm going to talk about the news. But I got myself a case. Okay? And this is how I'm going to buy it. 12 bottles every week. Now, if I want to go stir crazy on one day and drink them all, done. I won't be able to drink for the rest of the week. This will be perfect. So, I'm going on vacation. A little vacay. It's not vacay, it's work. I'm coming down to see Justin Sunday night. I will be live on Justin's show. Okay? So, that being said, let's get right into this. Let me make sure I can read comments because I'm sure they're going to go a little bit crazy. View your channel. Woo-wee. Here we go live. Right there. Okay. Let me turn that down. I always do that. And we will be going. Hello all. Hello all. Let's pop that up. Boom. Make sure that is running, and then now I can see comments. See if it, yep. Okay. We have no more excuses. We are live. You are live. And here we go. So since we are live and we're ready to go, let me open a beer and we'll just start the process. Okay? Boom. But I will say this. You guys are in luck because when I was looking in the little pond of things in there today, I found myself a really nice lobster asshole. This one will be turned into a gaping asshole right now before your eyes. Let me bring it up here. This is what a 12-pound lobster's asshole looks like. This was my buddy Kent's. Okay? And that is of a lobster's butthole. Prized possession in my world. Maybe not yours. I get it. Weird. Got it. Grab ourselves our first beer. Ooh. Tiny. This is the best beer I've ever tasted. I'll be honest. I've searched the world for beers, and this is it. Okay? Man, prove me wrong, though, IPA people. These guys have the best. I am telling you right now. They don't have, listen, what they don't have is they definitely don't have a can opener like this. That is what we're going to be doing, epoxying the eyeballs and the tails for earrings, for keychains, for whatever I want on my website, seawolf13.net. Check it out. If you want, merch is there. Now, I just want to explain what we're going to be doing tonight. First of all, my buddy inspired me. How you doing, Emily? Hey, Bob. Diddy show. Okay, epic Diddy show. Thank you. Thank you. That was a pretty good performance, right, Emily? You think... Okay, listen, Martin. Maybe me and you might split a couple of these. I'm coming to your area, Martin. I haven't got things worked out yet, but I'm coming. I'm going to be on Justin's boat. That means I'm going to be on Saltwater Guy. Now, as I was saying, texting back and forth or messaging back and forth, hey, we got all stuff. This is the A team. And if there's a time to get lobsters, it's this weekend. Because Martin, our weatherman down there, is going to give me 12, he says about 2 inches. For Southern California, that's huge. I know. Up here, we get that in 10 seconds. Listen, they get 2 inches down there in massive flood. And up here, it's like, turn on the sprinkler. It's like dew out. Don't worry. Not making fun. I'm not picking on Southern. I'm coming to you boys. I was born there, San Diego. Leave me alone. Oh, cheers, everybody. Let me get this. It just says it needs to be refrigerated. Let me put these back in the refrigerator. 2 a night. 2 a night. So, let me explain to you what I'm doing here. This is a regular lobster, okay? It's a part of one, okay? And it's completely legal. I can have it because, there you go. Game wardens, come look. Completely legal. It's not even a clicker. That's how you measure our lobsters. They got to be 3 1/4 or 3 3/4. No, what is it, Martin? Jesus, 3 3/4. Anyway, this one was a custom one. Bop, 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 bop. Now, you know I'm about the lobster leather. This is perfect lobster leather. There's no smell, there's no crackling. It can bend, it's malleable. Eyeballs are still there. This is the gold right here. This is the gold right here. 3 1/4. Thank you, Martin. Hey, I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to look at messages like I want to. Please, listen, please subscribe if you like what's going on. And if you like that, tell a friend. Bring your friends over to this weirdness. This is 7 days a week. You guys are going to watch me live on Justin's show. Then I'm going to bring back my catch. I should have 7 of them. Right? We might have the biggest lobster out there. We do not know. But I know I'll have 7 to take the meat out, take down to the market, grind it up. No more tails. Grind it up. Maybe I'll have 15 pounds again. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Doesn't matter. Grind it up. It's a byproduct. Why would I have a byproduct? Because you can't have lobster tails in your freezer, boys. Now you can, because you go do it and you just do it quietly and you throw the heads away. I don't throw heads away. I collect them. I put them back together. As my buddy Martin says, Dr. Bugstein. What a great name, Martin. Anyway, this is the leather I'm looking for. This is not the leather I'm looking for. I can get these wet and I can form them to anything. That's the coolest thing about these. But then they dry hard. So this was going to be my hat. Remember we had the hat idea. Right? We had the hat idea. I'm going to epoxy this just to see where it goes. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this kind of leather. It's hard. It's useless. Unless it's wet. And then you can form it into anything you want. I want that leather. Wherever it went. Right there. This leather. That's what I want. What I really, really want. This leather? I don't know. So I got to figure if I did something freakish with that, and then I can still do these, because as soon as you get them wet, they're leather again. So maybe my boys that are in the leather community, what I mean by that is not leather like the gay leather dudes. There's people that love to build their own stuff out of leather. They've never seen this kind of leather. They're quite excited. And they should be. You know what? This isn't going to make a hat. I'm not going down there with a hat. I'm keeping this because what if I could turn it into leather? That'd be a crying shame to waste all that beautiful skin. Plus that. No. You don't get this. Sorry, bud. We tried. Okay. Now I'm going to put these somewhere because these are paper thin. They'll break. So I'm going to put them somewhere special. Well, just in the parts department. Let me just turn around and introduce the parts department for you. This will be a nice show to a meet and greet, get caught up. All right, let me turn it around right here. Since I'm exclusive with, perfect. Since I'm exclusive only on YouTube tonight, do me a favor. Thank you. Share me out. Go to my website. Check it out. I don't have to kill everything. I got some beautiful pictures on there. I'm a world-class diver. Oh, by the way, before I was a narcissist, my daughter painted that for me. Can you believe that? After we went on one of our trips. Turned out I'm a narcissist. Okay. Got a memory of that. Thanks, Em. Thanks for giving it to me for my birthday. Anyway, this is the parts department. We got tails. This is the head department. And we got tons of different sizes. Throughout the years, I've kept them, and then I epoxy. How you doing, Bob? Now, where's my... Every one of these is... This is a nice one, boys. That's where it has to be, at the end there. Can't make those eyeballs move. You make the eyeball move, throw it away. Do not double guess yourself. If the eyeballs move under the water, you have to have one of these underwater. You got to measure them underwater. As soon as you hit that surface, those boys will be there in the green. For you that don't know how to hear their boats, you won't even, what are you doing? How'd you know I was there? They follow your bubbles. Now, free divers, those guys are completely different. I'm not in their league. Now, you say, what happens if I get a big one and I don't have legs for it? Well, this is my legs department for the bigger ones. Got plenty of them. I have 4 shelves of them. I mean, look at these ones. Look at that. Those are cherry, boys. Those are some real legs right there. All right? So now we got the legs department. What about the antennas? Everybody's supposed to rip those off, right? Oh, not me. Because when you taxidermy something, this is the only thing that's going to break, and the feelers. So you just keep them. Keep them from all your little specimens. I mean, we can go a big one like that. We could do a small one. We could do ones... I mean, it's mind-blowing. I got 3 trays of these. I got big ones' bodies, parts. I got their big body parts. Check this out. That's a front. It's not a leg. It's a feeler part of a 13-pound lobster. Why keep it? I got a whole bunch of them. Don't worry. I'm that good. Look at the mouth. You don't have one of these mouths. This is 11-pound lobsters, chompers. I got it. Here's some eyeballs we'll do tonight. That'll make a nice little necklace. Boom. Done. That one's getting done. Let's look in this tray. I forgot about these eyeballs. Another eyeball. Oh, man. We're having an eyeball night tonight, guys, because holy Toledo, look at the size of those eyeballs. That is a 13-pound lobster. No, you can't keep it. Yeah, I can keep anything I want. I don't know why you guys throw this shit away. Once it's dry, it doesn't smell. Look at eyeball after eyeball. All right. I'm just going to do one tonight. I'll do a nice one. Where's the biggest one? That's the one I'll do. That's it right there. Boy, look at that. Okay. And if you watch the video today, okay? If you watch the video today, let me just put everything back real quick. If you watch the video today, you guys know. Did you see the slow motion and hear the sound when the eyeball popped out? I ate the eyeball. It's a muscle. Everything in these things are a muscle except for I don't eat that yellow stuff. Let me turn you guys back around and let's get this show kicked off. Fucking hey, man. Let's make sure everything's lined up. I don't want to, miss anything. Yeah, you can see everything. Now I can kind of see comments, but I got to be working fast. It's epoxy. Cheers. Oh, God, I spilled my beer. First one of the night. Don't worry. I also had an edible. It's okay. I'm in California. All right. So, we got this board we're going to be doing. Then we're going to lay them out. And all night long until about 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll come out. As soon as they start getting tacky, they're fine. The smaller things don't stick. It's normally when I do these big ones, okay? And I'm not going to do that big piece anymore, so we're just going to use just a little epoxy. The littlest amount probably I've ever used. Let's see where that goes on the line, because I got to line it up with this one. They got to kind of match up. Okay, I'm going to go to the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to go to the bottom line. Bare minimum. Yep, that's right where I want it. And let's do this one. Same thing. Now, if you're working with epoxy, listen, and you're following me, I know. You got to weigh it out. You got to get the bubbles out. I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, we're not cussing anymore. Sorry to You that hear those bad words. Because this is what we're going for, boys and girls. This is a 15-pound lobster's underbelly. Right? The wings underneath. You can never buy these anywhere. It's a 15-pound lobster. You got one of those? No, it's original 101. You say, why? I don't know. This is kind of cool when you're walking around town. This is real gold. This isn't fake. This is my uncle's. Make a nice little clip right there. People have to ask what this is. Now, when I'm wearing dark Sea Wolf at the website, okay, you can go find a cruise, get your size, check out, boom. Mailed 2 more out today. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, sometimes I have a red one, so then I have to wear, I gotta mix it up, man. I'm in this young, youthful thing called the internet. There's another bling chain it doesn't really, nobody asks questions about that unless I have a red. Now, when I have a red on and I have the red vermilion that I killed, where we found the ear bones. Remember the ear bones, guys? If you don't know what I'm talking about, they're right here. Every fish I kill, 100% sustainability, of course. Kids, don't get mad at me anymore. So the white things in there are their ear bones. They say they're ivory. I'm going to make a puka shell necklace out of it. Now, I know you kids don't know what a puka shell necklace is unless your parents took you to Hawaii. Then you got one of those shell things that's real tight on the neck. It looks like you're doing steroids. They get it real tight. I don't know why. It was so tight. Probably because my dad was so cheap and he didn't want me to buy the one that was actually didn't choke you. Probably the longer they are, that would make sense. Anyway, the other things in there, boys and girls, are lobster's assholes. Got one right here. 12-pounder. And I'll show you. I'll show you whose asshole this belonged to. Because I still haven't taken it back to my buddy yet. Here it is. Finished product. This is the one we're watching. 3-part series on making. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that he did not take it back yet. Because here it is. Here's the finished product. This is what you'll see tomorrow if you didn't just go watch my full thing up on YouTube. I've never had a video do this well in the first 4 days. I know it's only 1,000 something. Leave me alone. Let me have my fantasy, assholes. I know you out there that think you were great. And you probably were on TikTok. That is like, go to TikTok if you can. If you deleted it or if you get a new iPhone or anything, you're not going to be able to get it. I did sign this one, see Wolf 13. And just a thing of beauty. But I also, listen, took its asshole. Here it is right here. Pucker up, boys and girls. I ain't giving it back either. I told him when I did this, I take the assholes. There it goes. It fits. I'm going to take pictures of it later. It's the actual asshole. I cut it right out. Said, I'm keeping that asshole. I know what I'm doing. Now you all might think I've gone batshit crazy. Well, if this is crazy, tickle my fancy. I am ready to rock craziness because I get to go down this weekend and do something I've never done before, and that's HoopNet. Now listen, I know I post in you HoopNetters motherfucking groups. I apologize. I know I'm not a HoopNetter, but don't you guys want to see what lobsters look like? Big ones, underwater? I'm the guy for it. Everybody says it. I've been doing this for 20 years for free. It ain't free anymore. No, it still is free, because you guys don't have to pay anything. All you have to do, here's what you got to do. Subscribe and tell me a friend about me. That's it. And put that fucking bell on, because I'm not going to cuss anymore. I'm going to go live a lot more. It was 7 o'clock this morning. I will not do until I get a little bit more fame. I know you guys like watching the videos behind me. A great format. 16 views. Please, I had 30 people asking me questions. That math doesn't add up for something that I have to pay for. This is free. Got the iPad. I was so excited. When I first started doing this, it fell off the stupid stand my mom bought me and cracked. I don't have money to pay for that. Fuck that. I just rock it. The perfect picture. So, I can't flick on it, but that's what I kept my TikTok on. You go over to TikTok, it's a ghost world. Jesus. Everybody's still slupping. They're making them work. And like 12-hour days on these vibrating pads, the bigger chicks, it just shows I don't know what's going on over there. You've lost your fucking mind, TikTok. Come on over and join us over here. What's going on, Lisa? I'm very excited. A-team. I like how you said that. Man, I agree. A-team. Because I've never done this before. So when I don't do something, but I want to be the best, and I want to walk around because I'm a narcissist and I got to tell everybody how great I am, I bet we get the biggest lobster. I'm Babe Ruth in it again. I bet we get the biggest lobster. It's live. I can't do any magic. Go down, grab a big lobster, zip tie it to one of the cages. I mean, we could do that. Because I got guys like Martin. Martin's 7 years old. He's free dived his whole life there. He knows every nook and cranny. And you guys don't talk to the old people. Fuck them. They don't know what it's like. You're going to be old too. And you little shitheads better be happy. 90% of us voted a certain way. Because you guys were on the brim of just being China's little bitch. Go watch TikTok and that's what you would have been doing for 50 hours a day. I know, there's only 24. Come on now. And they were paying you so good. This guy that I talked to, I asked him now if they're still doing lives, and I'm not talking the ones that are sleeping. I said, was it worth it? And he was gay, so of course it was worth it. They were promoting him left and right. I think he was like making like $5,000 a month. You know how much it takes to get $5,000 a month on these bullshit? You get 1 cent per view, so don't sit there and think I'm reeling in anything. Luckily, I have businesses. But I've tapped into your bullshit, kids, because here's something you don't have. And this is for you, Max. I'm going to pick on you again. Because someday I'm going to have 1.9 million followers, and we're going to have a discussion, Max, about lobster sausages. Because everyone I get on this trip that I'm coming up are coming back being 100% sustainability, eyeballs, buttholes. I don't know what size I'm coming back with. I know I'm coming back with some. Because I picked the best lineup. I hope they promote it. I hope they promote it. Lisa, I mean, you have some pull. Promote it as an adult night. So we can cuss. Maybe I can have I bought a case, right? Maybe I can have one. Not going to drink and drive. Don't worry, I come fully loaded with my own camper. What? You can't go in the parking lots because I'm homeless. Jesus, give me the ticket. $54. If I got to park anywhere and not even plug in, guess how much they're going to make me pay? Minimum $110. I'll take that $59 fucking ticket from you, Harbor Master. So I know a lot of the Harbor Master or the Harbor Patrol in certain areas. I'm not going to give out names. But they used to work on the boats. They're captains. And they just wanted to not go all the time out there. Yeah, we're going to have fun. Yeah, we're going to kick ass. Because the lobster, here's the fucking thing. I know this as a lobster man. Here's my knowledge to you guys. There's no way somebody has these kind of lobsters and I didn't go into an MPA. Stop it. I don't have to. Everything's on a GoPro. Have I been like as they used to say, a tit off the MPA? Sure, you could be a tit. Long as, here's my rule. Because on MPAs, you'll see the commercial guys. I don't know which one it is. It's somebody high up because nobody messes with his line. And that's a perfect line. Perfectly judged. And if not, write me a ticket. You make sure you write him all of his commercials. They all go to China. They ain't going to write him. I mean, you know how much he had to pay for that dumb fucking license? And now their market's just going to fall. Because I believe America's back. I believe the fishing, I know Dave's worried and be worried. Even if we lose, we lose. But at least we tried, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about on Thursday, I don't have a QR code to put up. Just do me a favor. Go to Saltwater Guide, Dave Hansen. Don't sign up for anything if you don't want. Just scan the QR code, because if you fish, or if you want your kids to fish, maybe you don't want to, but you say, gee, I'd like my kids to have a fucking right to fish. I'm going to cuss here. Sorry, Mom. Because here's when cussing is good. When the absurdity of all absurdity, where they're going to take fishing away. Don't worry, divers, we're not touched. Because there's no way they could say we take that. That's why I could shoot 3 lingcods and laugh about it on the internet. I know you guys aren't even allowed to look at them without getting a ticket. What did I do? I'll show you what I did. 100% sustainability, bitches. Got it. And I got this leather perfected. That is a lingcod that I shot in the head. Go back and watch just a couple weeks ago. Gave all the meat away. You can't have meat in your freezer if you gotta have skin on it. Skin's precious to me. You say, what do you need all that skin for? Well, I'm gonna build myself a skin suit. I'm not gonna do it. Some idiot on TikTok that's jonesing right now. Maybe I say, hey, come on over, give me your old people, because I got entertainment. Here's what I got that you don't, dummies, and I want you to hear this. I got content. This isn't AI shit. These sneakers that are these are my Lobster sneakers. Everybody's seen them. I haven't even promoted them in the sneakerhead world, but they're finding out about me. You don't think that I'm going to have every species that I kill actually made into these? I'm going to have like elves working. Just, right? But they're not elves. They're my nephew. He went to college to learn how to make shoes. I said, do you really know what you're doing, Amir? He said, look, Ray, this is what I went to college for. I said, you mean to tell me? And Amir didn't just get to go to college and not have to work. He had jobs. Nothing given to us. Shit. So, yes, I'm going to have not only every one of those Air Force Ones, right? Hopefully the stock goes down. They used to be like $99. Now they went up to $115. Maybe they're even higher now. I don't know. Here's what I know, boys and girls. If they're made in China, which they are, there's going to be a huge markup on them. Americans are going to demand them, and they're going to build Nike factories right back here on our U.S. soil. So I know a lot of you, the 10%, 1%, are crying. Cry all you want. It's going to be expensive. Your kids are going to cry for a minute. And then it'll all be okay. Now, you might think I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I lived in your dumb Kool-Aid for 4 years. God, I was hoping something would happen that was great. The only thing I saw were people not out rioting, people not bringing other flags into somebody else's country and everybody applauding them. Be proud who you are. We all stood and looked at each other. The Mexicans and the whites and the blacks. We all said, please, everybody, let's stop this. We all got together. Too big to rig. And if it's too big to rig, you better believe this is too big to slow down. Because the social media networks have been shut off for you dingbats. They're giving me the green light. I got 4 years to get your attention. I think I got it. I think we're here. Before I become famous, though, please don't let the fishermen get their fish taken away. Don't let Americans have to lose their boats and because they told us we have to have new engines in our commercial boats in California by 2035. Okay? It doesn't matter if your engine will last another 300 years. Rip it out! We got to meet these standards. Well, here's the problem with the standards. They don't even have an engine to put in there. And we did this to ourselves. Right? We're listening to our dumb kids that don't even leave the house anymore. They don't even buy fucking... listen, I know you're my demographic. I'm trying not to piss you off. But just listen here, juniors and juniorettes. Let us fix something for 4 years. And if you don't like it at the end, and don't worry about your sexuality, nobody gives up. There's a couple people that do, I'll tell you that. Have your spidey senses up. It's nothing like the gays in my time. Those guys were on the run, or those ladies. Everybody was in a closet. You're out, have fun. Get married, have kids. I don't know who has to pay the more. In that, I would like to know who has to pay more when you guys do get divorced. Right? Is child support? Is it the dad that wasn't at home? Doesn't matter. Or the female. I don't know. Treat everybody the same. Because if you've ever been through a divorce and you're a male, in my time, you got fucked. That's the truth. I don't know if it's different now. God bless it, I'm watching people just start out. My demographic's young. They're just having their first kids. And then my buddy is so proud of his fucking kid. And people were blasting him online. Like, there was a mix-up if it was a male or a female. Okay? I'm not here to say, I know I worked on it. I stayed out of it. But then listen, the guy's a brand new dad. He doesn't even give a shit about hatred. Put the hate on me. Hate drives my numbers up. Leave people that I do things for alone. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Because you gotta understand, I've lived this life. I've had that first daughter. There's nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. And, I get to watch through these guys. They might make the same mistakes as me, they might not. But I'm a dad with no kids. I got two of them out there. Thank you, Lisa. Zoom call will save fishing. Does it hurt? It doesn't in a weird way, because I get to go do this weekend. I don't have to think about all this bullshit. Once you get at this part of your life, you just get to pick up, put a camper on, and go. I get to go to Sacramento on Thursday and sit there at this meeting. I'm going. Don't worry. I'm not going to look like a clown. I've thought about a cool outfit. I mean, I got the Lobster shoes, definite. They're going. This will be going. When you go through, I'm sure it's at the courthouse or something, so you got to take your chains off, put them in a thing with your keys and your cell phone. If they let me record, I'm going live if they let me. I doubt it. I guarantee they're going to lock Seawolf in another room. Trust me, I've been under investigation for no fucking reasons, except for I run my mouth and I'm the best. That's what a narcissist would say. And I am not a narcissist. My ex is, sure. Because why would a dad even have to, after raising kids and doing the right thing, have to deal with this bullshit? Why would I have to deal with my ex-father-in-law paying my kids not to talk to their dad? And I'm the asshole? I know in life everybody looked at me as the asshole. The big tough guy. The guy that will fucking punch you if you fucking looked at him the wrong way. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I would punch somebody if they deserved it. Now, who am I to say if they deserve it or not? I don't know. You touch a kid inappropriately, I'm going to punch you. I have my own boundaries. And does that make me a wrong? No, it just makes me aged out. They didn't want bullies anymore in this world. Now they want your son to be a she-he. And if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with him pretending to be a fucking cat and coming to my house and pissing and shitting in the litter box. I draw a line there. I have a lot of parties with a lot of people. Now that I have these sausage jogs that are going to come back to me, I'm coming back. Everything I get is going, tails and all. So all you that can't even afford this, I'm putting it in the grinder. Have I lost my fucking mind? No. Max, I'm sure you never broke down on camera before. You got a better video. Don't say you have the first lobster sausages after seeing mine on there. Do not steal. Just because you have 1.9 million followers, do not steal my ideas. I don't know how you got famous. Maybe you were at the right place at the wrong time, and now you just cruise like a little bitch looking. Well, I'm your bitch, and I'm also your daddy, boy. And I'm not putting up with your bullshit. You can have all your little fucking hatred people calling me. I answered each one honestly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I woke up one morning and there was lobster sausages by this Max guy over on, I think it's Instagram. I don't know who he is. He's probably everywhere. I really know nothing about it. It's something that I want to fucking conquer. Right? I do know StreamYard's a bunch of bullshit. I would like to be as big as Dave and have people come up and show you my videos, show me my whole weekend that I'm about to go do. I'm coming back with lobsters, and then I got plenty of time to show you how to take them out of the shell. Compliments to the brewery. So if I've connected to you on fatherhood, ask me any questions. I've done everything wrong, including calling the sheriff when she grabbed her gun in family court a bulldog. Don't do it, boys. Don't do it. You'll fuck yourself for a couple years. I'll tell you right now, especially in liberal California. I have the court transcript, so I don't have to lie about anything in my life. If people that actually know me know that this is who I am, I ain't stopping at this bullshit. I'm succeeding. I do not stop until I win. And it's because I grew up with dyslexia and all that stuff that's cool now. It wasn't cool back then. I had to learn to fight. Because if any of my friends that I really wanted to hang out with, the smart kids, the beautiful kids, they found out I was a half a tard, well, they knew. They would invite me over to their house. I was that kid. And I've had people take care of me my whole life. And this is my last career. I've ran 3 successful businesses. One, the father-in-law that paid my kids not to talk to me, I gave them a full business plan of a janitorial company. They took my van, they took everything, the graphics and everything. Started their own beautiful company up in Santa Rosa. That's when I was cool, before I was a narcissist. Now I'm the narcissist. Oh my God, kids, stay away from them. Don't worry, kids, stay away, because here's the goddamn truth. You guys are the bitches. You took Grandpa's money, and I'm getting famous. So, for all you men out there, or for anybody that went through a bitter divorce, don't use the goddamn kids. I didn't. I got screwed. Life's a process. Life's going to go however you want it to go. I'm going out of this world being number one. And what I mean by that is I associate myself with the best. And the best is Justin on Saltwater Guide. The hoop netting. So I don't even care if we don't get one. But I'm telling you right now, I'm predicting we are going to have a bigger lobster than for the season. I guarantee it. It's all going to be live. First time I've ever... Okay, I have hoop netted, but I didn't know how. We'd hoop net off the dive boats, thinking if we didn't get our 7 in the daytime and we didn't go swimming, well, the boat's on an anchor and it's going around. That net's going everywhere. Nobody ever caught one ever with a hoop net at night. No matter how much you stayed up drinking and then pulling up the hoop net.
Where's the parchment paper?
Oh, it's where is it, Bob? I think I have a whole... Do you see it? I set up my whole thing. Wow, it's on a roll. Is there some up there? Where would have I put it? It's right, it's got to be right here. You don't see it, right?
It's under your shoe.
What shoe? Thank you. Yeah, if they go out. Give me a minute. It doesn't matter because the dogs are going to go out and go potty. And this is the country. There's a mountain lion running around out there. So I gotta be that abusive, narcissist dad to two English children. Go potty, little girl. Go on. Go on. No frogs out tonight. Means the rain's coming, boys and girls. Good boy, get in. It's cold. Are you gonna go potty or not? Thank you, buddy. Are you gonna go potty? Come on, get out there and go potty. Now, oh. Come on, inside, both of you. Oliver, let's go. Oliver! Oh my. That probably dropped the numbers. Tanked it. Oliver, can you please get inside? Thank you. Let's close up the studio. Alright, I don't know if anybody's still there, but I just gotta explain. Listen, it's the real deal here in the country. We had an outside barn cat for 16 years, and it got eaten right on my ring. That's kind of cool. By the mountain lion. Lasted 16 years outdoors. Boom. You don't know when your number's up. I don't know what that is. And come here, little girl. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Oh my goodness. I don't say. Oh, they can see you. They can see you. They can see you. All right. It's good to see you. Okay? When you grow up, I know you're only 21, but when you grow up, remember I love you. Come on, get out of there. Anyway, that's my family. And my family's also going to be you guys following me. This is going to be fun, honestly. How could this go wrong? We're going to collect 7 new buttholes. Don't know which size yet. The anticipation's kind of cool. All the fins. This is... I'm not anticipating a halibut, but they're there. Maybe I go diving on Saturday looking for halibut. I don't know who I'm going to hook up with yet. I haven't thought that process out. But goddamn, it's going to be fun. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be back Monday. Got plenty of people. I'm not bringing the bulldogs. Thank God. Because they're a lot in our camper. Well, it's me and my wife and both of them. Now, at least Oliver sleeps down where the kid would sleep. Penelope has to be up in both of us, right? Oh my God, Mom, Dad, I'm the favorite. It's just the adjustment in the dog world. She's on the lowest of the totem pole. She knows it, but she doesn't act like it. Now, I'm the dog. I just am. Mom will be nice and everything. I'll come in and say, hey, enough. I don't beat my dogs. My dad would take a newspaper to him. Hell, he made me, because one of our dogs, he always got pound dogs, started digging holes in our yard. Well, his idea, hey, he's dead. Be mad at him, not me. Fill it up with water and waterboard them. Just hold their ears down until they're almost dead. And then say, hey, they won't dig anymore. So, Brent, you gotta go do this. Fuck out of here, old man. You're fucking nutty. Mom, are you about this? Oh, yeah. Fucking holding the dog down crying. You saw me just cry. Fuck. Never killed any animal. And I wouldn't have done that. So that's where we become better, we more evolved. But we don't want to go too far, right? What are you evolving into? When your kids are acting like they need to have a litter box. 90% of us said no to that. 90%. Thank you. For everybody else, be mad at me. Yell at me. Tell me I'm the Antichrist. I don't care. Because if and it's been you, and here's who it's been. It's been the people that are green, right? Green energy, green this and green that. They were all about the whales. Now you cannot be about the whales if you want to push forward on green energy. I'm not making this up. Just look what they did on the East Coast. Their liberal scientists are dropping the program left and right. Because here's the problem. Migratory birds, chop, 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 chop. Sure, when they built them there, blue skies, this is great, no birds out here. Forgot about the migratory. The whales. Numbers like you've never seen. One just 3 days ago, we got people in Dave's site that post every time. Because the media won't tell you about him. One died, little baby humpback on Christmas Eve. There's your present. Now, meanwhile, 15 minutes from my house, I tasted plastic. What's that? Everybody's like, hey, Mustang's on fire. Huh? I've watched them every time I drive to Monterey. I've watched the whole process of that plant being turned from real energy to fake energy, Greenpeace energy. Well, there was a big fire nobody knows about, except for it was big for a minute, but oh my God, it's going to ruin everything. And here's the thing, lithium batteries and water don't mix. Lithium batteries and salt water complements the brewery. Complements the brewery. And salt water really don't mix. And the hush-hush they have on this. Tomorrow's show on Dave. I don't give a fuck. People are asking, can you watch Brent's show today? So this is my respect back to the dude. I know he doesn't cuss, and I know he doesn't drink. And we probably had a lot of the same upbringing. But he's 10 years older. So I watch him because if I'm this way now, what's really going to set me off? Nothing sets me off anymore. This sets me off. It's not even going to affect me. You guys watch me shoot lingcod all day long and laugh at you. Hey, anybody wants a lingcod fucking meat? Can't even get it anywhere. Can't sell, can't trade it. You can throw it at people. Make whatever recipe you want. That's going to be high in metals now. Why? Lithium battery plant. Burn up. The biggest one ever. I'm not hearing anything. And I know Trump has other shit to fix first, but tell us why we're not hearing about this. If your social media whores are really saying they're yours, why isn't anybody and everybody saying this? All of our strawberry fields, and I'm talking, you know how many strawberries come from here? We're the strawberry capital of the world, they say. Done for 2 years. Metals are too high in the soil. They're thinking about bringing hemp in. Remember when weed was bad and hemp was bad? You were hippie if you had it. Now it's cool. I'm taking edibles. I'm loving it. You kids figured it out. Thank you. Sativa. I don't like the indicas and I don't want the mixed breeds. Thank you, kids. I know people try giving me some now. I bring my own. I don't want your dirty hands on them. That's why it was never like weed, because you had to suck a joint that's being passed around. It's the grossest thing I've ever seen. COVID didn't take you out. You guys laughed at it. Puff, puff. Take another puff. And to be honest, my brother-in-law was the last one, and the only reason why he got the shot, call us sheeps. Because he wanted to go to Fiji and experience Fiji, and he did. And guess what he got in Fiji? After he got his shots. Now I know you shot people say, got it because of this. No. It's a common cold. Flu, it's going to take out a lot of us. 60 to 80,000 as you get older. It's been that way for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's getting better. But you get the flu when you're old, you didn't take care of yourself, you're a little fucked. We're drinking a little too much, blah, blah, blah. There's some of us that are just mean motherfuckers that just refuse to give up. I want to be one of those. My dad was dead a year ago. Outlived that motherfucker. Guy made me hold a waterboard or a fucking beautiful little puppy. But he taught me to be a man. He taught me to be a man when it's time to be a man. And yeah, I shed some tears tonight. Fuck you. Because I'm going to go have one of the greatest weekends of my life. And if that's crazy, then don't share me out. But if you want to watch this, because I'll work 10 jobs. I have ADHD. I don't sleep. I don't have to. And when I do sleep, I sleep. I don't have to take any pills or any of that. What's that new thing everybody takes that's all natural? I don't even remember what it is. Doesn't matter. I am going to go live after I eat if my wife is not doing anything. I'll go back live. Because this was fun tonight. And I'm not done. I got to do this. And I got to film it. And I got a trip coming up. You know what? I don't even have to do this. You know why I don't have to do this? Did I pour both of them? No, just one. I can pour it back in. Yeah, I got a trip to plan for. I gotta figure things out. I'm gonna make the most of this. So if you guys can do your job, please. Number one, just share it out because I'm gonna be going live in the truck, going down there. I'm driving Highway 5. It's the most boringest drive, but the first time I ever went live was last year. After I dropped off the bling chains for my boy and I went diving in, and not in the harbor, but at the break wall or wherever the fuck I was. That's for me and my new boys to know. Nothing illegal. Nothing at all. Fuck off. Everybody go down and get their 7. They're everywhere. They're like fucking termites. And you're trying to tell us that those are going to become extinct? These things are built to live. I can rip an asshole. I will prove this next year. Next year, if you subscribe and get me out there, here's what's going to happen. I'm building a saltwater tank. The warden said I can't have it as a pet, but I can have it during lobster season. And at the end of lobster season, I either eat it or I return it to the ocean. Now me, I'll go return it to the ocean. Normally I'd put it in the middle of an MPA, but you're not allowed to do that. You can't take out of an MPA, Marine Protected Area, and you can't put back in. They shut that down. Do you know how many big bulls that you guys were trying to save? I'm talking to people, the liberals. Every time I got one. Do you know you can't cook that meat? Did you know you're a bitch? You can cook it and it'll feed a lot of fucking people. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, wife. My algorithm will get there the way my algorithm gets there. There's no stopping this if you guys allow it to happen. And all I'm asking, here's what I'm asking. Share it out. Comment on the videos. If you have a buddy that's trying to do this, nobody leaves comments. If you leave, not on their page, leave it in the reel. The more comments, the more these people out there that won't give us any rules or regulations, and they'll just say I have hate speech on Insta, which Insta was the ones that forced. I'm still getting 100,000 views on that. This one right here where I pulled the tail meat out. Then I went into Insta jail, and I don't know if you get out of Insta jail. I've been in Facebook jail since Facebook opened. People would threaten me. These little liberal jerk-offs would threaten me. I say I dive at the same place every day. Why don't you meet me in the parking lot? Then a couple of the group members, when it first started, the groups, said, hey, boys, you can do what you want, but there's no violence in this group. Didn't kick me out. I'm still a rock star in that group. I saw him when he was teaching classes, because believe it or not, instructors line up to hang out with me. Because I'm what they like to do for fun. They're retired cops, they're retired firemen, they're people that you can't spike their adrenaline. Now I've been under investigations with the wardens. Every one I see, I say, hey man, I know you know who I am. And they do. They let me take pictures with them. I'm respectful. I've never had a fine and I don't want one. It's not how I roll. I've had a GoPro on my head for 25 fucking years. GoPro 1, kids. I know. Research it. Call me an old man. It's a fucking huge thing, and the battery would suck up life. Still had to have the dive case, because the pressure. They can't figure out that pressure thing. I know. You say they can for you 33 and up. 33 feet and up, you can just put it in the salt water. It's okay. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I'm only going to be 33 feet because that's where all the free divers can get them. The smart big fish know that, and they hang out deep. Or they don't. Learn their pattern. For me, it's halibut. So when I say I'm the best, my daughter will say, he's a narcissist. He's saying he's the best. He's got followers now, Mom. What's going on? That's what's going on in my brain because you guys are a bunch of bitches that I don't get to have a relationship with my daughter just because I didn't want to be with a stupid fucking cunt. And that's the truth of it. And then I forged my own way to make me happy. And I've been happy. I was so happy that my daughter decided to come live with me for her high school years. Live with her dad. This dad. She got here, we butted head once. And I let her know who was the top dog. Just like I am in this family. There's an alpha. My wife doesn't care if I say that. It's just known. Clients know me. I used to beat up homeless people. That's what they paid me to go do. Go to HOAs. The liberals that didn't want them harassed would pay me so they didn't look bad. But then they would turn and as I'm walking away, all bloody or they're bloody or somebody's bloody. Then I get a paycheck for it. And then ask never to come back on their property. Until the next time there's a homeless camp. Hypocrites. Lucrative, but it's not lucrative anymore. This is where I'm going. You promote me, I promote you. I give you entertainment. I give you me. And I don't know where my brain's going to go. But I will say this. I'm only going all the way up. I have content. The amount of these size bugs. If you've been watching Justin's, I think the biggest one's 8 pounds. I looked over at my buddy on a dive. And we were going for the biggest one. It was the last day, and we always had to keep one on our card, just in case. You have to be in the rule books. And this is a trip. I'm gonna end with this. No, I'm not. I'm gonna talk until my wife tells me there's dinner. I'm not starting this yet because I don't even know if I want to do this. I was gonna do the hat for Lisa, and it shriveled up, and I don't really like the looks of it, so I don't want to waste a skin that might. If the leather guys tell me a process that I can make every single one like this. I have lobster leather. Right now, I only have 4 pieces. The other ones, I just epoxy. This is just what I've been doing with them. This is what the finished product will look like, boys and girls. That's nice. That's nice. Art. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Mickey Mouse ears. You go to Disneyland. You know the dumb fucking Disneyland thing? How about this, man? Fucking, I used to rock a mohawk. Fucking hawk it up, baby. Boop. I gotta go make one of these, like, you know the little dangly things? That's what I'll do for Sunday night. The wind's gonna be blowing. We're gonna be out there in trench or water. I'm okay with the captain. Look at that beautiful fin. It's done. Just haven't turned any of these parts in. Look at that, guys. That's epoxied. You know what that is? That's a 12-pound lobster that molted in my hands. This was the molted part. It's kind of getting hard, but you slip it off and boom. Got the leather, it's over here. That looked nice on the chain, huh? You walk around town with that, everybody has to ask, what is that? That's a 12-pound lobster. Hey, you know who I am? I've heard of you. You're that jerk off that kills everything in the ocean. Yeah. That's me. Here's the middle fin from it. I can rebuild this. I'm like $6 million fucking bug. Rebuild. Beautiful though. Look, you can see through it. You can. I don't know, you take a whole bunch of shrooms and I cut them into shroom glasses for you. Probably would be one of the greatest experiences of your life, kids. Now that everything's legal in California. So like I said, if you found this entertaining at all, I do have inventory. I just got it. trying to prove to my wife that I can do this. I'm not begging. But if you think I'm going to give it to you just because you're my friend, I can't anymore. I know I've done it for 20 years. Get yourself a Seawolf hoodie. I mailed some out today. T-shirts. Don't worry, Lululemons are coming. Listen, ladies. If you order now, here's my pitch. If you order now, and I show my wife how lucrative this could be, there'll be Lululemon Seawolf. They will. My idea would be put it by your camel toe, but that's just me. But my wife wouldn't allow that. Of course not. But I am allowed to have the butthole. Where did it go? Famous. I have to epoxy that. No, I don't. You just get it wet and it rejuvenates itself. It's that crazy. So I might just put all this back together and really focus on my trip. If you guys want to see stuff or know stuff, let me know. I don't know what's happening here. Just started looking at messages. I don't know why I'm doing that. That'll just mess me the fuck up. Because I'm almost done with my first beer. I really feel good about what's about to happen. Justin's bigger than life. Saltwater Guide's bigger than life. They're all people that thought the same way. And there's 90% of us now. Numbers are on our side. I'm sorry to all of you other people. I'm not 1%. To the lady that called me out on TikTok for being 100% or 1%. I'm not. I hang around with the 1%, sure. This is what I am. I'm a chameleon. I can hang out with the people that murdered people. No. Yeah, they paid for their sins. You guys said so. I hang out with the cops that arrest them. Everybody looks at me like, hey, listen, I don't give up anything. I'm old school. Shut up. Don't ask me questions about that friend. And they don't. Because everybody wants to just have fun in life. And I'm a guy that doesn't care. I'll have fun. I'll be under investigation a lot because my fun is being number one. Narcissistic, okay. Jesus, you almost had me, Emily. I'm not the guy that paid you not to talk to your dad. That's your grandpa. According to you in your letter. So, Seawolf13.net. I mailed out 2 today. I put them out there. I was so proud. The lady at the post office, this was the fun part. I wish I could film in a post office. Because I would have loved to show you the real reaction. She told us how to ship things. I would go in there. Yes. A couple years ago, I went in and gave her fish. Because she works at the post office. And she's happy. And there's lines out the door and everybody thinks they're better than everybody else and I need to be done. This lady doesn't care. She's just nice. So I said, hey, do you guys eat fish? She goes, our family loves fish. I said, look, listen, I got some skin that I need, but I don't want the fish. Fish is yours. What? How much? Nothing. Here you go. Enjoy. I don't care what you do with it, but she's a certain ethnicity. The Mexicans really know how to cook fish. I don't even know if you're allowed to say that. They do. Every time we go on our big boy trips down to Mexico, how great is it? And fresh. And they're not using anything new down there, guys. They're using what the old people used. Their ancestries. Before we were taught to not do any of this. Before now they're taking it away. Why do they want to take away fishing from Americans? That, if you don't ask that in your question, I don't care what side of the fence you're on. Because we are the biggest consumer of fish. So somebody yelled at me on a Trump group, right? That, what is Trump going to do because there's no money in fish? I responded by saying, listen, I know you can't call him a dickhead anymore, or maybe you can. I don't know if the hate speech is gone, because I used to love threatening people all the time. I said, meet me in the parking lot. Here's what I look like. Let's go, big boy. I had two people, and then they like. I'm not what I'm portraying to be. I don't have cauliflower ear. Watch out for those motherfuckers. But I grew up in the 70s and 80s, where you had to hold puppy dog's ears to appease your dad, otherwise you got beat by him. Do it or I whip you. Animal abuse, okay, PETA. Go after my dad. He's dead. I outlived him. And I'm not here to take you on, PETA. Or NOAA. Or any of these government health agencies. Just tell me what the hell just happened at Moss Landing. Just tell me why I can't dive in my own backyard anymore. This is the only reason why I chose to live here. Besides it's country. Besides it's beautiful. Besides it's the right temperature for me. I can't handle heat. Sorry, San Diego. Sorry, LA. I can't handle that heat. And I can't afford a house like I used to be able to afford. And hopefully the water's turned back on. I know it's going to take a minute, but I know it's coming. And I feel it on this. When I sat in there on election night, this is the God's honest truth. Me and my wife looked at each other and like, we got to watch it. It's our country. We are in Dingbat Central. I have a mom that didn't care that her son was losing everything. Because whatever her algorithm is, or whatever Kool-Aid she drank, Trump was a terrible person. I don't care. I don't care which way you guys think. I don't. All I know is this way I have a chance. This way the internet has to put up with me for 4 years. I can do what I need to do in 4 years. I just did it tonight. I watched my numbers just rise. Sure. I know they kick people off. It's not conspiracy. My friend Star was having the greatest conversation with me. She goes, they kicked me off and I couldn't get back on. I don't care. I'm ready to play YouTube. Let's do this. I got 20 years. When I'm 75, I'll retire. I have no money for retirement. I partied like a rock star. You gotta understand, I didn't think I was gonna live past 53. Start my last business, and it's going quite cool. It's going well. It could go better. Go to c13.net. And Mom, you too. Stop it. You don't get a free one either. You're the one that put me in this position. Get over there and buy one, you shithead. I know. Don't call your mom that. You're right. It's me and my mommy. I decided to be her friend again. I wrote her off. My wife didn't say, hey, you can't do that. It's unfair. I said it's unfair that she raised me a certain way. I was raised to work. Paper routes. Talk about slave labor. We'll get into that later on. Because you kids don't even know about slave labor. You know, what did I do? I found a buddy to weld me up a side hack. If you don't know what that is, that's your swing bike with bars off the side with an extra wheel. Instead of having that paper on your thing, you got it set right there. Did I cheat? Sure. Did my friends want to go real fast and really aim at things? Sure they did. I said, listen, if you go on my paper route, you got to put it right where they say. My tip deserves it. They tipped you at the end of the month. Now listen, you're going to break even because here's the problem. People that respected you and liked what you did tipped you. The other people just didn't answer the door for a kid. They didn't have to pay. I was the asshole that couldn't collect money. I want my $2. There was a movie about that. I was that 1%er, you that was calling me a 1%er. So, that being said, if you do miss my lives, wherever I'm at, YouTube, Instagram, whatever you choose, if you choose YouTube, this is where it's going to be. Because that's where I'm going to hold all my lives. I don't care if I go diving, and there was a great white shark, I'm going to go viral. It will. But as of right now, I get 16 views if I show you my dives like I want to do. That's the truth. You can go look at my numbers. I went from 2,000 to 500 to 16 for a program that I pay for. StreamYard. So I could be cool. I thought I was bigger. I'm not big enough yet. So I'm down here. I'm winning friends left and right. I'm meeting people. I'm going to meet Lisa for the first time and whoever else was on that boat. They call us the A-Team. Because these are all people that just have come together through Saltwater Guide. And we've drinking. I don't drink anybody's Kool-Aid. But I just know people that are in there, even if you're hating, there's too much of us to let you hate. You don't want to hate on us. And I can proudly say that. And we're not violent. We're just people that won't. We sat back. Some of us did. Listen, no disrespect to anybody. Your government shuts you down. They tell you to stay home. You had to. Not me. I went out and party. Bought myself a camper the month before COVID. Saved our fucking life. As a matter of fact, we were going to the desert to go side by side or dirt biking, hanging out with a whole bunch of Americans, all different flavors. I call flavors. Okay, I don't know if that's wrong or right. I don't care. They're all racist. Not racist. They're all racist. They come together and they say, fuck you to everybody else. We're 90%. Don't fuck with us anymore. Cry if you want to cry. Throw tantrums if you want to throw tantrums. You let your kids go out and do that, they're going to get arrested and it's going to change their life for the rest of their life. Trust me, a felony will trip you up in life. No matter who you are. Unless you're one of the 1%, then sure, your daddy or mommy will pay you to get out of it. Can't look bad for the name. I'm not that. So before people start judging everybody, right? And before everybody says, oh, the illegals can't go. They're illegal. The Mexicans that voted with Trump, the 90%, they didn't want this either. It's ruined everything for everybody. America. However you want to say it, welcome. And welcome to SeaWolf13.net. Do me a favor, a little support. Let me show my wife that we can get rid of some of these things so we can go to the next stage. That's selfless promotion. I will have that every night. But my numbers just showed some. I'm laughing because those emotions are real. I do not understand why I did everything right as a father up against the worst fucking kind of human being you can be up against. And I know everybody says that when they go to divorce. But anybody that would want to take their kids away from the greatest dad ever, and I was. When you choose to be with a narcissist until you choose not to be, you were the greatest person in the world. And now, I have 2 kids that take money from their grandpa, allegedly, or not. Emily, you wrote a letter, so it's not. Just not to talk to your dad. And you guys can walk around and think you're holier than now. Laughed at me a couple of years ago, right, when I started this. It hurts. It hurts both of us, little girl. I'm talking to her because Weston's just a bitch. He is. He doesn't know what to do. It's my boy. I could call him that. Love you, buddy. Let's go live in Alaska for 3 months out of the year. Because your dad's going to become famous. I know you love fishing. You don't have to get in the ocean. His ears can't go because I blew mine out. I don't care. Martin's kind of helped me with oil, olive oil in there, and I wear these things called dock plugs. But if my ears get jacked and I see a 12-pound lobster, I don't give a fuck. I won't listen. I won't hear anything for 2 weeks. There's cartilage in there or whatever they call that with the ear bone. It's jacked. I probably should have hearing aids. I probably need. I know I need glasses. I wear prescription sunglasses. And then when I'm night driving, I wear either my wife's. She has terrible eyesight. Give me your glasses. Oh, everything's close. Oh my God, that's our exit. But I've switched roles because I found out I'm an artist. And this is fish art. I don't give a fuck if you say it's not. This is fish art. These will be up on the website. But that is fish art. And now that I've decided to do a catch, clean, cook, 100% sustainability, because I'm going to collect the ear bones. I'll show you what I kill. I got no problem with it. Most women don't want to watch that. Young men do. Sorry, ladies. Because they want to be men again. Their parents didn't teach them to be a man. And they're like, if that 54-year-old guy that didn't even go to high school, or went to high school but didn't get, doesn't even matter what, it's confusing. The guy with fucking Ritalin to calm him down. And I'd put it under my tongue and then fucking go to the school because I went to a private school and sold it to the smart rich kids because they needed the good grades. It does the opposite of what it does for me. It makes me into nothing. It makes them on fucking it's speed, it's meth. They can do homework all night long, keep up with the pace of the world. I never kept up with the pace. I beat my own drum the whole way. I'm going out of this world beating my own drum. Because I'm going to go live in Alaska for 3 months. And then I'm going to go live in Southern California for 3 to 4 days. Whatever it takes me to get my 21 lobsters. And then I'm going to come home, hang out with the kids, process everything. Take it down, shoot it up, into the grinder down. I'm not doing all that. They can do that. It's $4.99 a pound or $4.50 a pound. Thank you. Comes back all... We're going to have... I believe, unless they start writing rules against this, it's a byproduct. If you're going to tell them I can take a pig there that I kill with a tag, or a deer or an elk or whatever else you take to the Corralitos meat market. By the way, this is the best beef jerky ever, and I didn't even open it. And I'm not going to because it's burgundy garlic beef jerky, and I'm going to bring it down to you guys on the A team. So cheers to you guys, man. Bob, I'm glad we met, man. I'm glad Dave let me. I didn't want to say anything on his show because I don't want to take a limelight away from anybody. That's Dave's show. Those are Dave's people. I do appreciate when they give me, and they let me talk. Now sometimes everybody knows we get a little carried away, and Elliot will leave a comment telling us to. I don't know who this Elliot is. He's a goddamn saint. He's a goddamn saint. He knows how to use the internet. And all these old people that Dave lets in, they just are like, thank you, Elliot. And Elliot schools us. I will say, there was one show, there was about 4 of us, and we were just going down memory lane number 1, but I think herpes came up or something. You can say as much herpes shit on my program as you want. I guess, I don't know what it was. I think that's what it was. And I'm like, you're not having fun unless you have herpes, like, or something. Or no, I said herpes are like, I remember when you would see like an ingrown hair, and you knew what it was. You're having fun. I don't know where it stops. I don't know the threshold they'll let me be. But I know you guys, your job is, if you like this is raw, this is how it's going to be. I've been this way my whole life. It's not made up for some, let's make money doing this. Nobody can understand. I remember last year when I went down there, and the free diver and the guys on the boat, sleigh day, all he wanted was my bling chains, not these ones, the ones with the lobster tail. He asked me for 4 more. Absolutely, it's an honor, sir. But he took me to the promised land. I've never had to not work for lobsters. They're everywhere. Now, I know you guys at free dive, and you go out and you're like, I've never seen a lobster, or I saw one and I couldn't get it. Okay, listen. I'm not in your league. I'm sorry. I was trained by the best. The guys that didn't care. The guys that fought for our country. The guys that have respect. Now, I don't know if they were dads that made you hold your dog's ears into the water until their last breath and then bring them up and say, don't ever do that again. I have that in me, but I know it's wrong. And I don't want to go out of this world as a badass. I've been a badass my whole fucking life. I had to be. Now it's just my time to just go have fun. Not hurt anybody. Help men that actually go through a divorce. Help men that are having a baby for their first time, man. That's a great thing. If you've been there and you know what I'm talking about, God bless it. If you haven't, my algorithm's not up there. I get it. You're still drinking, getting in fights at the bar, and going to work, doing construction at 4:30 in the morning. Nothing's painful. It will get painful. Your peeing will be more frequent at night. You're going to have to set both your feet on the ground in pitch black because you don't want to wake up your bulldogs. Or if you wake them up, they go, "Argh." And of course, not your wife, my little princess. Make sure you got both feet because you'll fall. Not because of alcohol, not because of edibles. You're just going to fall. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose your eyesight. You're going to lose your hearing. Me telling you that, you're saying, fuck you, old man. I did the same thing. Shotguns without, you need earplugs, pussy. I don't even think you can say that word anymore. I think it's G-U-N, but I don't know. Maybe the algorithm's different. I don't know. All I know, if you guys watch and you guys share and you guys comment, I'll be able to fulfill my dream. And I'm not gonna apologize if I do become a 1%er. Because I'll tell you what, I got nobody to leave anything to. Except for my wife and bulldogs, and they're already covered. Don't worry. I'm going to get a grill that says Seawolf. Ridiculous, I know. It's ridiculous that I'm sitting here in gold chains. Don't judge the gold chains, they're my uncle's. My uncle is a real man. He's dead. I watched him take his last breath. He's right here. Fuck, where is he? Uncle T. If you watch my videos everywhere I go on it, I'm taking them down there. Sorry, guys. I'm not paying an extra $2.20 because my uncle's coming. But if we get the world's biggest lobster, you got to believe I'm going to leave a little bit of my uncle. And he didn't want to go anywhere, so I have my aunt in here too. It is his one rule. She died a year before him. He had terminal cancer. Fought like a motherfucker. Then he called me and said, I'm done. I said, okay, I'm coming. I said, I'm taking you everywhere, Uncle T. And I have. Alaska. Nobody dives Alaska like I dive Alaska. You're not allowed. You better go with people that really know what they're doing. And if you think you're going to shoot a big halibut like you do down here, think again. They will kill you. Alaska is a place where they will kill you. Go back and watch. You got a halibut that I put a fucking prime shot in the back of its head, and I just before that dive dropped off my uncle. I was wearing Corlitas dive hat or Corlitas market hat, right? And I do that, and I swim away, and I'm gonna go find one. Air's getting low. I got to get back to the boat. The boat knows where I am because I have a float line. You are not going to be able to use a reel on these things. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Freedivers, go do your thing. Somebody did say something on one of my things because I was so braggadocious. And he goes, come on, man. You know these things can kill you. And that's what made my brain say, wow, maybe I'm giving people the wrong idea. That this is just a party 8 hours into the wilderness where there's, oh my, bears. Yeah, there's bears everywhere. You can walk up to them, or my buddies did. I got it all on film. They're idiots. They had a plastic oar. So, well, how close do you want to get to this thing? Like, what are you testing its fucking pride for? He goes, oh, it's just with a black bear. If it's a grizzly, you don't do this. You don't sound like you have sound advice, but tickle my fancy. I'm glad I'm on vacation with you. Now, I did learn if he ran They're programmed in their head to go after the weakest one. The oldest one. That's me. I didn't know that at the time, but I'm like, they're gonna piss this bear off. They're fucking cops, right? From Oakland. White guys. Jesus Christ. Give me the midnight shift. Huh? Those kind of guys. Now I'm out there, and after this whole scene went down, they're like, yeah, we had nothing to fear. You would have ran right past us and mauled the fuck out of you. I'm like, you motherfuckers, I'm the one respecting it. Say, nah, you guys are kind of weird. Don't do this. Grab another beer. This is a 2-beer show. I'm not going to do this. This, I'm just going to package back up. Let them get a good dry in. I will. The asshole, I don't know what. It doesn't have to do anything. You put it back in water, and it will be epoxied, and it'll be in here at some point. And what I do from there, I might put it on the Nike Airs. But my next shoes are all going to be Lincoln. So, and they're going to be more professional. They're going to take the actual seam off of these, and that's what the Lincoln will all be. Different colors, right? The darker one for the swish. And if you don't think that's going to fucking blow their minds, they're going to have to give me the views. Sometimes I get 15,000 and then they shelf it. That's a good view for me. Someday I'll get into the 1 million views. Now I am on Instagram. Removing the tail meat on that one. Part 4 series. That's the only part everybody wanted to watch. Don't know why. I have a 3-part series out. Tomorrow will be the last one of it. But goddamn it, I put a full part 1, part 2, part 3 as my homepage. And for me, this is the biggest video that I've ever had. I think it's at like 1,700. Thank you. Because everybody wants to watch. And every video I put out there, I don't care what social media I put it on. I just say, hey, you can watch the whole thing right now. My subscriptions have gone up like I've never seen before. They give me these balloons in my analytics. Go fuck yourself, YouTube. I've done this for 25 years. You've gagged me for 25 years. I've fought you guys for 25 years. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm just asking you to subscribe if you enjoy this. If you want to see this fun ending of my life. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to win. Now I am going to require a halibut suit. One side's going to be gray, one side's going to be white. Because that's what they are underwater. That's all the skins that are up there. I can't do that, so it's going to have to be sent off to a seamstress. But as my friends pass away, and as I'm a champion in life, it's going to be sad. I'm going to wear that suit. I'm going to pick the appropriate shoes that I should wear. I probably will be, listen, I've done the no carb thing, except for I drink beer, so I guess that's carb. I probably will, I got the lobster on the chest, and it's not done. It's going to be a whole underwater scene. The nipples are going to be sea urchins. You'll be able to see it. The only place else that I have not tattooed, my whole back's done, my arms are done, my legs are done, except from where you bend your knees all the way up, halfway up your butt. My back seam goes an eel coming out my ass crack, attacking a lobster chick diver that's naked. Pretty cool. Now those covered up, painful memories, kids that don't talk to me. And each 3 years I had my kids tattooed their portrait. Great job. See if you can see them. I don't think you can. It's a beautiful artwork. And that's where I am. I'm an artist. Now, I didn't create any of that. I just went and hung out with my buddy Hudge, and we just formed a bond like nobody's business for me, right? My own therapist. And I remember Hudge. I remember when he got married. I remember when he had his kid. I remember the struggle as when you're a single dad and all of a sudden your whole world is ripped apart and there's nothing you can do except for be a strong man. Because now you really have somebody in this world. You already did. The wife or the girlfriend or baby's mama or the one night stand. I don't care. Fuck up, boys. You did it. and you provide the best life you can for those kids. That's what dads do. You see Mother's Day, listen, nothing against women. I got 1% on my algorithm, so I can say this. Nothing against women, but this is the goddamn truth. You see Mother's Day, the world stops. You see Father's Day, hey dad, we got you from like a Saturday night, still work your graveyard shifts or whatever you're doing to provide for your family. And that's the goddamn truth. Then you get a tie, or for me it was Jack, a day off. A day where I didn't have to just be a dominant person. And then boom, blink of an eye, now you're a narcissist. Okay. I'm not the one that didn't take money from grandpa. That is, to me, the most bizarre twist in my life so far. But don't you worry. Because just like me trying to get the biggest lobster, which might happen on Sunday or it might not. Maybe I come home with nothing. Maybe this is a pipe dream. I don't think so. We got the 18. There's a storm of brewing, 2 inches of rain in Southern California. I know up here you get that in the first fucking 10 seconds when you walk outside and say, well, it's about to rain. It's going to make the lobsters move, and I know this because I've been on these trips. I've done this for 25 years. When it has fresh rain, I normally go to the islands, and it runs off the islands. They go deep. Trust me, they walk around, and like they are at night, they walk around in the daytime just miserable, yelling at each other. Like, this is bullshit. They like to be tied up against the island, boys and girls. That's it. That's where they hang out. Because everything wants to kill these things. Everything wants to eat them, including you. And Max, I want you to listen, young man. 1.9 million followers. I'm going to fart on you someday. Because I want to have the debate why you decided to get all your people to sick their stupid comments on me. I'm a real man. I don't want to fight. Google search it, bitches. I'll use your own technology on you. Lobster skin, fish skin, animal skin shoes. Did I come up with it? No. Joe Rogan did, and I saw it. I saw it after I grabbed a lobster and it slipped its skin, and I almost lost the lobster, but I'm so good that I fucking came in, and you can watch it on video, and I bash it. Grab it like a man. And that's when this all started with this lobster leather last year. I asked my nephew, can you do this? He said, yeah, that's a great job. I mean, he did not add the assholes. He didn't know. I asked him if that went too far, and he just snickered. I don't know what that means. So Amir, thank you. We got more projects now. Let's go. You went to college for this. You're gonna be my personal shoemaker. And I'm gonna have a lot of shoes that I need to make. I'm gonna go hunt the white sea bass. Free diving, okay, free divers, let me come into your world for a minute. I was respectful. I've done 2 seminars at free diving groups down in LA. I know you guys like me. I don't want any of your recognition. You are the best. I know you think it's unfair and I'm cheating. It's not. The law lets me do this. And just like the side hack at delivering papers. No more stress on my body. Sunday papers were heavy, assholes. You had to have primo aim to get the tips. Put it right where they ask you to. And those were old school people that demanded perfection. You could put it up on that porch every day of the week perfectly and miss one day, and you wouldn't get a tip. That was how he showed me. So, I want to thank you all. Honestly, we went 2 hours. No, 5:30, 6:30, and then 7. So an hour and a half. There we go. Got there. I am going to do a hook netting. It might be a one-day trip. It might be a whole weekend. I don't even know if I'm allowed. If I document it, I can have 7 a day, right? Or do I have to have a multi-day? I don't know. I can't. How many can you travel with? But if I can prove where I got them, Justin's I can prove. But my GoPro will be rolling if I go diving with buddies. I don't know. There's things I'm gonna work out. And then we're just gonna go from there. Anyway, you guys all have a great night. I might be back on live later. I don't think so, but I could be. All social media. That's what I'll say. SeaWolf13. Facebook. You can see the mountain lion killing my dumb cat that hissed at us when we fed it for 16 years. Miss that cat. Kept the mice away. And the mice here, or the rats, are tree rats. They're the size of possums. Now, I killed one with a spear gun on my property back in the day. I think I got thrown into Facebook jail for that. I don't know. Well, if you want to watch that kind of stuff, I'm a mellower person now. Now, somebody did say, because I guess I used the GUN, so putting it sideways with a laser on it. The rat was like Matrix. It did like a flip over I put it in slow motion. Crazy. Anyway, I mean, I don't know if it's still available now that I'm monetized. I don't know. I'm playing by their rules. And their rules changed because Mark Zuckerberg went from here to over here. Go to TikTok. It's sad. TikTok people, you can still make it, but you're going to have to work. You're going to have content now. And being gay is not content. Everybody is. Get in line with the rest of us. You don't get a fast pass. Congratulations, America. We got what we wanted. Let's make this happen. And if you don't, you might as well watch me because this is how we all think 90% of us.